my channel. My name is Jenny and this is episode 4 of crocheting my son a birdwatching themed cardigan. So it is now Monday the 14th of July and I only have a few days left to finish this cardigan. But we do have progress. The whole cardigan in construction is now complete. We have arm number 1 and arm number 2 all completed, and the best thing is that it actually fits as well. Edward saw it this morning after it had finished drying and he wanted to try it on and it fits. So I do have like a little bit of a to-do list of things that I really need to try and get on with. Today it is now 10 past 12 and I've probably got just over 2 hours to kind of get stuff done, and then I have basically 2 evenings left before this cardigan's got to be wrapped up and given to him for his birthday on Thursday. So what have I done? So yesterday I finished the arms, got the cardigan blocked, and then yesterday evening I worked on some little appliqué. So I don't know if you remember, but back in my first video he had said that he wanted 2 particular birds on his cardigan. He wanted a marsh tit and a red shank, and so that is what I have done. Here we have our little marsh tit. So for this particular appliqué I followed a little pattern tutorial on YouTube. It was one of those ones where it's just music and all of the instructions are written on the screen. But we have one little marsh tit. I changed the pattern slightly so he's got a brown wing and a black head so that it looks like a marsh tit. And then I started work on this one. This is the red shank. He's not completely finished. I will finish that off today. And I kind of just adapted this pattern a little bit to create this. So here's his wing. We're going to do the beak and the little legs, and then I've just got to finish this kind of speckledness across his belly here, and then he'll be done. And obviously I need to do eyes as well. So my to-do is today is to finish my red shank, and then when I put this little marsh tit on the front of the cardigan, I want to put a little branch and some leaves underneath. So I need to do the branch and leaves. And then we've got to plan out our alpha graph for the second pocket and actually crochet the second pocket. And then I need to attach pockets, attach all the appliqué, and then attach all of the buttons. So far appliqué, what do we have? We have 2 little clouds. We have 3 of these like V-shaped birds. 1 sunshine. 1 mallard duck and 1 mummy mallard duck, and then there are 2 babies, and then obviously marsh tit, red shank is all done, and then pocket wise we've got our kingfisher. I just need to finish weaving in the ends on the back of that, which won't take too long, and that's it for appliqué. He did want to have his name on there as well, so I'm thinking underneath the red shank I might try to embroider his name. I've never done any kind of like name or letter of embroidery, so we'll have to have a look at how to do that as well. So plan of action now, I think I'm going to finish the red shank, and then I really need to start planning this alpha graph. I think it's just going to be simple. I might keep it simple. I was going to do like a camo background with the binoculars like in the center. I might just do a green pocket, possibly maybe this green because it will match quite nicely on the same side, and then with a pair of like black binoculars in the middle. I suppose we'll see when we get to planning it out how adventurous I feel, but I also have to remember I don't have that long left because today is my only day off between now and Thursday. So anything else I've got to get done, I'll be doing either early in the morning or once the kids are in bed after my days of work. So let's get going. So here is our little red shank. I think he's turned out really well actually. I've just got to put a little eye in, which I'll do probably in a minute I think. But I love the way he turned out. I was a bit concerned about the colour of the yarn that I used because red shanks, yeah, legs are quite like orangey. I do have a red, but I didn't think the red just looked far too red. And this is probably the most orangey colour that I've got in my stash. I don't want to have to rush around and try and find another orange colour anywhere. So this is what we've gone for, but I think he turns out all right actually. And then, I mean, the back is a horrible mess, but when I sew him flat, all of that will kind of get hidden and it won't matter anyway. So now that's done, I'm going to start work on this alpha graph pattern. I'm just going to sit with my laptop in front of the TV. Okay, so I've finished doing the alpha graph for the binoculars and I think I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I've just opted for a plain green background. So I'm just going to go get my yarn to do that. So I'm just going to do that kind of like limey greeny yarn and then just black binoculars. Yeah, so let's get on with that. Guys, so it's a fair bit later in the day and I've made a fair bit of progress with the pocket. We are probably, I'd say, it's just about halfway through the pocket now, so I should get all of that done tonight. My hope is to get the pocket finished and then maybe get the pockets attached to the cardigan and at least make a start on getting all the appliqué attached. I'll show you like my final design. Let me just grab that. So this is the final design that I came up with on Stitch Fiddle. It's really basic and I'm happy with it. My husband recognised it as a pair of binoculars when he came in, so that is good. And then I started kind of like just placing bits on the cardigan. So we've got a little red shank, although my husband is 100% against the fact that it's a red shank. He said his legs and beak are not red, but then if you look at the pictures, they are definitely more orange than red, and the only red that I've got is this. I think that would just be far too red for his little legs. And then I also need to crochet that little branch, just got a little branch and some leaves and maybe like a little couple of flowers or something to go with this little marsh tit. And I need to do the eyes and obviously and everything with all of the little ducks. I did get all of my ends weaved in on everything, so ends are all weaved in now. See just the few endy bits on here, and I've just placed the buttons out. I think we're going to go with these buttons. Where's the other one gone? So I think these are the buttons that we're going to go with on the cardigan. But it's all coming together, and I'm really happy and excited to see what it's going to look like when it's all done. So I'll probably do another update a bit later on, whether it'll be today or maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But stay tuned to see more. Good morning guys, so I just thought I'd quickly pop on with a really quick update. Excuse the appearance, I still need to get ready for work. I just thought I'd quickly update you on the progress with the cardigan, so I'm just going to quickly flip this round. So last night I sewed on the sun, cloud. I'm just using cotton thread just to do all of that in the right sort of colours. And then this morning I've done the little birds, Daddy Duck and Mummy Duck. So tonight, once the kids are asleep, I'll probably get to tack down the little baby ducks. And there's these little holes in the heads, so what I think I might do is just get a little bit of yarn on the needle and just kind of fill in those holes so they don't look like they've been shot in the head. And then with the pocket, I've kind of gone round it in this sort of like tealy colour, and I think it adds a really nice finish, so we'll get those done possibly tonight as well. The second pocket is currently out in the sun finishing drying off. I finished that last night. Excuse all of the mess. And then flip it all around. And then we have our little red shank, and then our marsh tit. I still need to do the branch with the little leaves, and sew on the buttons as well. So second pocket will go here. It was quite tight, so I've had to really stretch it so it kind of fits. Even though I count everything, somehow everything always ends up a little bit too big or too small. But there we go. Is our update for today, and then I'll update tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll have everything, or a big bulk of everything, done sort of tonight and early tomorrow morning. Hello everyone, so it's now 10 to 12 on Wednesday the 16th of July, and I can finally say that I have finished this cardigan. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. It's really lovely. Sorry that I'm whispering a little bit. Everyone's asleep, so I've got to be quiet. All I've got to do now is just wrap up the cardigan and give it to him in the morning. So if you are waiting to see the reveal, you're going to have to tune into the next video to see the end result. Because basically lighting is awful right now, so I can't take any decent pictures or video of this cardigan. And yeah, thank you so much for being on this little journey with me. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to see more videos in the future. Thanks very much. Bye.